Start
This
recording.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so here if you see I have a account called student1. Okay, this is a student1 account is there. Next, if you go to Explorer, it means File Explorer. C drive, user. Can you see student1? See user student1. If you open a student1, this is the student1 profile data. This is student1 profile data. So who can able to access this data? Who can able to access this data?
User.
User.
Student
Admin, sir.
one only.
User.
Okay, which user? Same user only. Student one only can able to access student one profile data. This is the profile data. Okay, so for you I am going to create something on my desktop. For example, just a notepad is enough. I put a SS1 and I put something SS1 by student1. Okay, I created some file in a desktop. Okay, currently student1 is login. Next, I'm going to my documents. I create a document here. So something like, okay, ESD, some documents, empty document, or if you want to add something in it, you can add it. So it's a WordPad. SD by student1. Okay, then save it and close it, or close it and it will ask for save, then it automatically close. Okay, then I'm going to pictures. So music and all, nothing is there. So I'm creating a picture in pictures. So I put a yes, pick one. Okay, it does not contain anything, just currently. Otherwise, if you want to put something in it, like you can put it. Otherwise, drag and drop the picture from your desktop also possible. Okay, edit. So I'll put a picture. Don't play while you do. Some picture. Remember what picture we are creating. That's it. Okay, completed. So where this data is stores? Under user profile only. See users student1. So I try to open desktop here. See ss1 file student1 documents sd student1 pictures picture. Okay, so what are the data you store under student1 user student1? The data is belongs to that particular student only. These are just sub parts only. Links, favorites, contacts, 3D objects, saved games such as videos, pictures, OneDrive, music, downloads, documents, and desktop. All these are belongs to student one only. If I have another user, if I log into another user, if I open that user documents, I can't see this data. This particular file won't be available. Why? Because of this data is stores under this folder only. So other user having their own profile data will come up. If I store some data in the C drive, if I create some folder here, it can be viewed by both the users. It can be viewed by both the users. So I creating a folder here. So folder name is SDD1 for example, and I put some file here, some text file, a T1 file. So T1 file by student1, just for our testing purpose only. It is a very simple, now need to teach part only. I no need to sit here and teaching this very small things. But we believe in like that, but lot of people will confuse in a very small things. Okay. Now I'm going to create another user. I will log in with other user. We'll see how to create another user. One option is settings. Go to settings. We can create a user first. I'm going to settings. You can find accounts. In accounts, you can go to accounts. Okay. So if you see here, student one, local account, administrator. Local account means the user data, user profile data, user information, user password stores in this PC only. That is called a local account. This user is belongs to this PC only. He is an administrator. Normally in Linux we have a root as an administrator, remaining are normal users only. Otherwise you have to make the user as a sudo user. But in Windows, a normal user can be an administrator. So when you create a first account, by default is an administrator. If you want to add Microsoft account, you can add the Microsoft account here. Pictures, browser one, something is there. Okay, this is for a profile picture. To put it a picture here. Okay, so then this is a Microsoft account. You can log in with your Microsoft account. Data will sync in both the system. Now we are not that one, so we are in a of course I have to tell sign in options also, but currently I said we are going to add a new account, so that after that one I will show sign in options guarantee. So not this one. So this is adding a Microsoft account or school or a account, so we can able to add those accounts also. This is a family and others, family and others, family and others. Here if you are having a family like your brother, sister, mother, all these people are there, you can use your Microsoft account, or maybe you can create a multiple accounts to for their purpose, like they can also log in with a separate account using a Microsoft account. Like that you can do it. So here we don't use any Microsoft account for this purpose. Just add someone else to this PC. If you want to, you are using your PC, but maybe your brother or little brother or a sister, or maybe someone want to access your PC. You don't want to give admin rights to it. So you don't want to give your actual username and password. You want to protect your system from it. Or someone will like if you are giving to your little brother, sisters are okay, but if you are giving to your little brothers, what they will do, they'll connect some pen drive, they install some application, or they copy a data and all. To prevent it, so create some account and give that account only. You don't use your account. Okay. So how to create it? Just click on add someone else to this PC. Then usually when you are connected to internet, this PC is connected to internet. normally it will go to Microsoft account related only. Okay, but still you have to wait for the screen. So it is asking Microsoft account. So what I do, I don't have this person sign in information, just I will click this one. I don't have persons personal information. Now it is asking to create a new account. I don't want to create an account, so I'll go to add a user without a Microsoft account. Add a user without a Microsoft account. Click here. Now it is asking username, enter a password, enter a password. So you are creating a local account only. Just give the username. If you want, give the password for second account. Go to the next. I'm closing this one and I'm closing this one also. Now, who will going to tell me?
Settings.
Yeah, Shanmukanand is telling. Shanmukanand, tell me how to create an account.
Settings.
Okay.
Windows option settings. Accounts. Family and other users. Add someone else to this PC. I don't have this person signing information. Add a user without Microsoft accounts.
Very good. So username. I choose my username as a student 2. You can use another user, but remember what username you are using. So I created a student 2. It's not I don't want to give any password for this one. First user is administrator compulsory. I need a password for that one. Student 2 is like a standard user, normal user. So it is your wish to give password or not. If it is you want to give a small password, means normal password only, like admin at the rate 123 kind of stuff. So regular password only, otherwise leave it, no problem. Okay. So I click on next. Now new account is created. It is showing local account. It is showing local account. And when you click on that one, it is asking change account type. Change account type. So click on change account type. It will see by default it is a account type is standard user. Account is standard local account, standard user. If you want to make him as an administrator, you can make him also. You can make him as a administrator also, but I'm not doing anything, just I'll keep a standard user to show you. The second account by default is a standard users. Second, third, fourth you creating by default, there are standard users, but you can make them as a administrator. It means one PC multiple administrators. This time canceling. If I don't like it, I can remove it also. This is how we can able to create account in Windows 10. If you are using a old PCs, then you can go to control panel and also you can able to create it. So I'm going to control panel. So go to run, type control. That is enough. Go to run, type control. I want to show you one user options, but from Windows 10, in Windows 10, they removed the creation of user account from control panel. Yeah, hey, what is this? So in a large icons only. So find out where is the user part. User accounts. Can you see this is user accounts? Go to user accounts in control panel. So it is showing a student 1, administrator, password protected. Okay, manage another account. So I click on manage another account. So can you see two accounts are there? So this is student account. I like this. You can create a password, you can change the name, you can change the type, you can delete account also from here. You have to go to this location, then automatically you will understand. If you want to add a new user, you have to go to settings only. Direct control panel option is not there, that is removed. So only one option is given by default. Okay. So this is a student one. You want to change the account name, type, or you want to manage another account and some other settings also there. One more option, change password reset disk. It means if in case if you forget your password, usually we keep on changing passwords. Password freaks are there. Every 2-3 days they will change the password. But finally they forget their own password. You can create your own password reset disk file. You have to keep it in your floppy disk or maybe a pen drive. Floppy disk are not there now. So you can create your floppy disk and you can do it. What is this? It is waste. Understand? Create a password reset disk. So it will create a file and then you can save the file in your pen drive. While you are logging to your PC, if in case it is showing like this is nonsense. Okay. Uh, when you connect your pen drive, so then what happen? If you forget your password, connect your pen drive, load the password from that file, and you can change your password and then you can log in. Okay, so this is one option, create a password reset this file. Okay, this is the where you can see and we can change another options are available, but to add a new accounts you must go to the PC settings, but the traditional option is also available, so that is also I'm going to show you. Comp mgmt.msc, so it will give you all options. So I'm going to comp mgmt.msc. Guys, you must go to the control panel and also see the options. Okay, see, this is a comp mgmt.msc, computer management. So in Windows also having several options and several way to go to that options also available. This is for open this local user and groups also MSC is there, but I usually use like this only. So here you can see local user and groups. Click on users. You can find what are the users are available. If you want to change the password, you can change the password from here also. Right click, set password. We can change the password from here also. This is the down mark, the down black mark represent disabled. Disabled account is disabled. If you want to enable, right click, go to the properties, unselect this option. Account is disabled is there now. Unselect this option so you can enable that particular user. Okay. If you want to disable it, for example, student 2, I want to disable it. Properties. Select this option. User is automatically disabled. Can you see the guest? Guest is a beautiful user. So, for example, in your home, someone guest is came. He won't access everything. He don't have any access rights, right? Like a home access rights. He can't go to your bedroom. He can't do all these things. He can't see all the things. Just he has to come and have a tea and get out from there, right? So same thing like a guest. Computer also. He can't change anything, just he can go to browser, access some files, email, or maybe a desktop kind of stuff, very little. He can't access all the things in your PC. If you want that one, like you are a main account candidate, but maybe someone want your laptop for attend an interview, or maybe want to check emails. Enable this guest account. Tell them to log in as a guest account only. So you cannot do other things in your PCs. You can't change anything in your PC. One more difference. Yeah, that is enough. I will tell another difference also. So this is two users are there. I want to create new user. See, simple. In empty space, I can create a new user also. Okay, like this. You can give another. I'm going to create another user, student 3. Okay, you can give full name, description, like that. If you want to give passwords, okay, unselect this one. Okay, this is two things are your wish. Okay, don't disable it anyway. So this is your account. I am going to create an account, but no, I'm not giving any password. If I want, I will give. Okay, so how to create a user here? I created a user. Go to run comp mgmt.msc. Okay, and which option I have to go?
For users and groups.
Very good. Expand it. Click on users. Then in this white
Key
space.
space we have to write it.
Very good.
New user.
New user. Give the username. My mouse. Okay. If you want to give other details, give it. I'm unselecting this one. Okay. Create. These are optional. These two are optional. That's it. Now user is created. User is created. So whether this user is really created or not, we'll check it. You can check it from control panel or settings. So I'm going to go to settings. In settings, accounts, family and others. So you see student 1, student 2, both are there. And student 3, change account types. Is a standard user only. Is a standard user only. Okay, that's it. If you want to delete, you can delete from here or there also, you can delete it. Otherwise, you can go to control panel and verify that is a standard user or not. Okay. Before I go, I am going to another user. I want to show you something in a C drive. Go to users. Here I created two more users, right? Student 2, student 3. Where is their profile data? Where is student 2, student 3 folders? Student 1 folder is there. Where is student 2 and student 3 folder?
Logging in as the student one or something. The profile.
I log in as a student 1. Correct. But okay, no problem. I'm going to log out from student 1. Guys, compulsory sign out. Compulsory sign out. Don't switch the users. Sign out first, then sign in. Okay, we'll see what happened to those profile users. It will take little bit time to see a second user. Oh, it is 5:20.
Sir, you have meeting at 5:30.
I have a meeting at 5:30.
Okay, sir.
These people are sending mails.
So we can also switch the users by clicking
Control or delete at a time.
Yeah, Control Alt Delete, like not, yeah, we can switch it and also sign it out. For signing
You can
out,
also change password. You can go through task manager in that.
so this is a student one. If you
Are we
see,
going to end it purely?
yeah, I will show you few things here. The meeting is, we are on record, so I can't scold anybody. Okay, for me, class completion is important. Okay, we'll see that one. Meeting I will attend, no problem. 5-10 minutes, it's okay. This is a student one. I want to log into student two. So this is the second one. Okay, student two. Sign in. It is not asking password because of I didn't give in any password. I don't want to scold you guys. You are not at a matter. Okay, you are doing good today. Not only today. So from Saturday onwards. Okay. So first important thing is from your side you are doing good means you are asking questions. You should ask questions and you are telling steps again. Of course, some are having some mic volumes and all. Okay, so that is a different point. Okay, network issues come, speaker speaker issues are there, but it's okay. First, you are asking questions and you are telling steps again. Okay, so that is actually a very good one. So even from Windows 10 onwards, I seen a lot of people after telling the practical, they're unable to do it. Again, they're confused because lot of steps are there. In Linux, how many commands are there to do a task? One command. Maximum 2-3 commands in a very you are going to administration part. But normally one command to create a file, one command to change the permission, one command to do this thing. Okay, but in a Windows you have to do like this, then next step, next step, next step, next step. Different locations you have to do it. Linux happily one single terminal. So after Linux, I seen a lot of people get confused in that one. So I find a method, like first I will tell, next time you tell the steps, so then I will do it. So you feel like you know it instead of something you are listening to radio, uh, instead of like that. Even the screen is there, but you feel like something going on, but we don't know what you are seeing and what you are hearing. But if you are tell, you learn much easier and faster. So my suggestion is better if you want more practicals, go to last batch practical. So 1 month back, I took a one class. Okay. Here or here, so I will go to this one only. One subscriber gone. So this is somewhere batch 3. This is batch 3. In a batch 3, I put a Windows 10 practicals. Okay, batch 3 Windows 10 practicals. So try all Windows 10. Check it once if you have a free time. Okay, check it once. So there's a clear cut practicals are there. Yeah, it will take first time you are login to your PC. So obviously it will take lot of time. So next weekend we have a assessment. Technical assessment is there, either by me or Madhu sir or maybe someone. So study daily. Yeah, again choose privacy setting kind of stuff. Yeah, internet. So click on accept, then so don't wait much time. Okay, we got a screen. Now which user I log in? Student 2.
Two.
System becomes slow. Meeting time. Okay. See, student 2. I log in as a student 2. So I want to show you the difference between admin account and student 2. So someone send a messages. Yeah, it's nothing. So first of all, I think I created a file in my desktop, right? Last time.
In student
Hmm.
one account, sir.
And yeah, this is phone calls. Sometimes life is, and never feel irritated only by phone calls and all other things only. Okay, users, can you see both are there, student 1 and student 2. Understand why student 2 is not there earlier, now it is there. Why? Because when you log in, so when you log in, that time only, when you first time log in, that time only profile will create it. Student 3 is not there because student 3 not at login. Once I log in with the student 3 also, the folder will create it. But you can't access student 1. I'm a student 2, I can't access student 1 folder because it's completely restricted. And student 1 also cannot access student 2 directly. He has to change some permissions, of course, because student 1 is the administrator. But here we can't access other profile data. Next, I created a document in documents, right? Where is it? I created a picture. Where is it? Just before someone told answer.
It is student one, sir.
Yes, very good. It is belongs to student 1. I created in a student 1 and their pictures, documents, and desktop I created. So it is saved under this folder only, student 1 folder only. Those data is available in student 1 folder only. But I'm logging as a student 2. It is not available under this one. What happening to this PC? Okay, you can't able to access anyway this one. and I'm going to my student 2. This is my profile data. This is my profile data. Student 2 profile data. What are the data is stores here? So I can access from here. I can access from here. Okay. And what are data is there here actually stores here. Access from here. But when I log into student 2, I can access from there only. Student 2 data only. When I log in with the student 1, I can access student 1 data only, profile data or personal data. Okay. One more I want to tell, that's a very simple thing. I want to tell one more thing. ncpa.cpl. Tomorrow we'll see the file system and how to do the file system part, like sharing and all. Also we'll see sharing. Okay. Read and write permission, sharing permissions, security permissions, all we will see. Printer add. So tomorrow I will finish the Windows 10. Guys, today compulsory complete all the Windows 10 installations and everything. So this is my network adapter. Okay, so I open my network adapter. I want to see my IP address. So I seen my IP address. Very good. This is how you can see the IP address, right? Now I'm going to click on properties. Can you see something it is asking on here? What is this? I'm a student. It is asking student 1 password. Right. It is asking student 1 password. For example, if I don't know student 1 password, I can't go to the properties. It means standard user. Student 2 is a standard user. Standard user can able to log into the PC, can able to create a files, but cannot change the settings, cannot install applications, cannot uninstall the applications, cannot check the admin files, personal files we can't able to see. One more is there now, C drive data. We forget that one. We'll go to C drive. In a C drive, I created a file, right? So I'm going to C drive. SS TD1 C drive. I can able to open. I can able to see the file content. If I want to change anything, I can change it. I can read and write. So who is telling this one? Student 2. We'll see. Save it. So it is not throwing any error. Closing it. So it can able to see in C drive. It is a common data. Any user can able to read and write the data based on the permission, of course, but normally it is a common data. This data is not common data. Documents, pictures and all not common data from one user to another user. Okay. So admin can able to change anything. Admin can able to change any permissions, login, installation, uninstallation settings. Standard user cannot change anything. Cannot install applications. Cannot uninstall the applications. Cannot change the settings. Cannot change the passwords. Cannot create a user accounts. Standard user can create a files. May use some applications. Standard user may use some applications. Okay, but cannot change things. That's it for now. Okay, so guys, compulsory shut down your PC once you are completed your work. Okay, shut down your PC once you are complete your work. Just go to the power. Your virtual machine compulsory, physical machine your wish. Okay, so virtual machine once completed, better to shut down the PC like this only. Don't close this one, don't close that one. Use as a system only. Okay, any other questions or doubts or anything?
This conference is no longer being recorded.